It's Gus's world, and we're all just living in it. This is the Disness. Thank you for joining us as we're talking about Gus, a film with Don Knotts on the cover and 5 minutes of Don Knotts in the movie. It's funny because that's not even like the cover of the movie. Like I think the first time I've seen that used in my research, and it may be earlier than this, was on the cover of the DVD release in the early 2000s.
Oh.
And then Disney Plus is used in that now. But it's crazy because all the other posters I've seen are so much fucking better than that edited together garbage.
Of course.
Like it's like Don Knotts is like yelling past Gus. If you look at go look at this on Disney Plus.
Him, or?
He's behind him.
Okay.
I think like positioned like slightly behind him, like because Gus's fucking nose or whatever mouth. It's like right in front of him, but it just looks so awkward. Like, who is Don Knotts supposed to be yelling at? It does not look like he's yelling at Gus.
Also, did he yell in the movie?
I mean, he coached. He was the coach, so like, I don't think he had. That's the whole thing too. Like, I don't want to jump the gun, but like, we didn't even get any like real like Don Knotts yucks. You know,
and he wasn't even like a real coach. It felt like
no,
he was,
fucking Ed Asner's character was more of a coach than he was.
Is that the owner?
Yeah, Cooper.
Yes,
Hank Cooper.
Hank Cooper.
If I haven't said already, my name is Jordan Bass, your host here on the Disness Disney Retrospective Podcast. As we continue on through our journey in the Disney Vault, we took a stop at 1976 for this one, and it was not one of the best, not one of my favorite stops, but it had some talent. I'll give it that, and I'll also give it that it's still better than Midnight Madness. Midnight Madness.
Barely.
I
don't know. Midnight Madness might have been more entertaining.
Did Freaky Friday also come out in 76 or was that 74? Because I'm feeling like for some reason 76, and that might be one of the stronger 70s Disney entries that we've had so far, because this is a really strange time for them where they're just doing a lot of like really off the wall shit. Like about halfway through this movie, I'm sitting there with Kaylee and nothing crazy had like for real happened in this scene, but I just kind of like started laughing and I was like, who approved this? Like they had to go through a whole process of putting this together. What the fuck? This is a weird movie.
Yeah. It was 76.
It was 76?
Mm-hmm.
I knew it. Freaky Friday was a much better 76
yeah.
release than this. But still that like off the wall screwball fucking crazy comedy. And this was a little bit different because this falls in that same category of that we see a lot in the 70s too, of movies with animal sidekicks. Because I believe The Barefoot Executive is also a 70s movie. But
yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, this really started the fucking...
I'm looking forward to rewatching that movie again one day. Probably not going to rewatch this one though, no offense. As always, I'm joined by my co-hosts. First up, we got Dandy Chickens himself, Smalltown Dalton Endicott.
Dandy Chickens.
Dandy Chickens. You know what that's a reference to?
Sure don't.
And Practical Jokers.
All right.
I don't know. I may have done it once before, like one of those. If you haven't seen the show, they do a fucking challenge where the other guys create a list of names,
stupid
names that the Joker that's involved in the challenge has to call out in a doctor's office. Like, so he's like the
I know what you're talking about.
The receptionist or whatever.
And the people almost always start getting mad. Yeah. They're like, "There's nobody here by those names."
Wow, back on track. We're talking about Gus, and also joining us, she hops out the truck in a fur with some henchmen. It's Kaylee Foot.
Nice.
Good job.
Thanks.
I'm not entirely sure what you said, but I just wanted to ask, have you channeled your inner Gus today?
I have. I've kicked a lot of freaking footballs today with my hind leg.
Nice.
Hind leg?
Your hind leg, specifically. If you didn't know, legs. Jordan has 4 legs. Know. He actually played Pleakley in the live-action Lilo and Stitch.
I wish. Fuck. That would have been kind of cool. A lot of money.
Yeah. Damn, that Disney contract.
Yeah, I ain't ever getting one of those.
You never know. Probably not, but you never know.
Probably not.
Yeah, I've been heard saying fuck too many times.
I've said fuck on this show a lot. I've gone and looked at so when my grandma, I don't know if I mentioned this. What are you looking for? The charger?
Bro, I've been walking around looking for my phone.
Oh, and it was right there?
It is in this pocket.
Oh, the curse of cargo pants.
I fucking checked my pants like several times.
You pulled a Jordan when he's looking for his jewel.
Yep. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, wow. You don't have to call me out like that.
Made to lose.
They were.
I fucking legitimately believe that.
Yeah.
Like, how do we sell more of these things? Make them
the most losable product ever.
It's a constant. It's almost an everyday thing.
Yeah, sadly. I wish it wasn't. But where was I going with that?
Channeling our inner Gus in your forelegs, and you were Pleakley, and you're never going to get a Disney contract.
Yeah, that was a good summary. I don't know what I was going to say. But Gus. So we all watched this movie. We have opinions to share. But first off, I want to get into what our drink of the week is. So this would be a pretty easy one to do as a mocktail as well. But it is called the Adams Mule.
Atoms Mule.
The Atoms.
Not
Mule.
Adams.
And it has obviously some ginger beer, vodka, razzmatazz to give it. I tried to be like, oh, I'll give it a little red, but it came out more purple.
Can I just wanted to say,
no.
Can we just want to throw out the name Atomic Mule?
Atomic Mule? I kind of like that. That sounds better than the Adams Mule. Atomic Mule.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
Good job, Smalltown.
Thanks, Smalltown.
This is why we have him here.
This is why
to help name our drinks.
the only reason you're here. So don't fuck up next week.
You just said, oh.
And then some lime juice as well. And I have not tried it yet. Have you, Kaylee?
Yes.
Smalltown's going to try it here on the air.
On the earth.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's a little strong, but it's pretty good. We used we used Polly Pops or Polly's Pop ginger beer.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they made ginger beer. You know about Polly's Pop, Smalltown?
I've heard of Polly's Pop. It's in Independence, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Normally, this is the part of the show where we would talk about our relationship with the film. I'm going to give us a count of 3, and we're all going to answer if we've seen this movie before. 1, 2, 3. No. So, no relationship with this film. I hadn't really... I've seen it scrolling on Disney. Like when I've been scrolling on Disney Plus, I've seen it, but I don't think I've clicked on it ever. So I really didn't know what this movie was about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I said it on air last week at the end because we didn't know what movie we were going to talk about this week. I think I'd said that I want to talk about a sports movie of some kind.
Yeah.
It had been a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, Don Knotts? Fuck yeah. Let's do it. And then I was like, oh, shit, Tim Conway's in this too? And then they never interact together on screen? One time?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Which one is Tim Conway?
Tim Conway was a crankcase, one of the criminals.
Okay.
So he was
like the boss one, the one that did most of the...
No, he was like the sidekick one. The one that
one?
like dressed up like the nurse with the fucking shit covering his eyes and everything. But you would remember him from the Apple Dumpling Gang because that was Knotts and Conway. I just know Don Knotts is like, obviously has a much more recognizable face than, no offense to Tim, by the way, but he does inherently have a more recognizable face.
Sure,
than
he
Tim
knows
Conway.
that too,
right? Yeah. Or knew that. I think they're both dead now. I guess Kaylee will let us know. I know Don is dead. I think Tim is dead, but I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we have a mostly dead cast today.
But I love them together. They have fucking great chemistry, and we didn't get to see any of that here, so that sucks. I do have a strong attachment to Don Knotts, and while I don't have a strong attachment to Ed Asner, I do love old Ed, and it's cool to see him here.
Mm-hmm.
So there was at least a lot of like recognizable, and also I did enjoy. Even though it wasn't really consequential to the film, but I did enjoy the use of like all the real NFL teams that we got to see.
Yeah.
And then obviously we got a couple fun cameos and stuff too that Kaylee will get into. And that's as good of a transition as any for us to get into our next segment here on the Disness. Kaylee time.
Woo! Woo! Hey guys, this was so much fun to research.
Oh yeah, I bet. I had a little bit of fun with my side of the research.
There was some kind of interesting
things. The cast is more interesting than the movie.
Yeah, dude, this was a stacked cast
for the
such
times.
A fucking weird movie.
Highly stacked cast. Maybe not names most would recognize now, but anybody our age or older is going to recognize some, if not all of these names.
Yeah.
So getting right into it, this was released on a Wednesday. Shout out my hump day lovers in the month of July, Jordy's birthday month. The 7th, though.
The 7th, okay. So
of 1976, as we've said already. This movie was 95 minutes of pure joy.
They should have put that
and
on
by
the
joy,
poster.
I mean pain. Who's the president?
In 76, Gerald Ford.
Correct. Good job.
Nice, dude.
Hell yeah.
Good job.
Nice.
You remembered. And then number one song, I'm not even gonna.
Yeah.
It was "Afternoon Delight" by the Starland Vocal Band.
Nice.
The Starland Vocal Band.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun name, but
Mhm.
I've literally never heard of them before.
The fucking
I think
Anchorman,
I
when they do
did.
that shit is so funny.
What?
In the Anchorman, they all start fucking, the fuck, I can't remember the words of the song now, but they just start to sing it, like casually,
Mhm.
all together in their office are singing it, and then they fucking Afternoon Delight, and they all just walk off and go do their own shit, like don't even talk about it.
I
It's
haven't
very
seen
funny.
that movie, but
Is this
need
like
to.
from a movie?
No, they used it in a movie.
Oh, you're right, because this is fucking Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller.
Yes,
I'm
I know. I was going to mention that, and I had to go like backwards in time to realize that. But that Owen Wilson one came out in like what 2000, 2002.
Yeah, I didn't see the
2004.
year on it.
One of the early 2000s, and this
What
song
the
came out
fuck?
in
This-
1976.
Wait, featured a then unknown David Letterman. What?
In the movie.
Oh wait, no, never mind. It got a CBS variety series. I was like, I didn't know David Letterman sang. No. Okay. Oh wait. Hold on. I'm gonna do a little research on the Starland Vocal Band real quick. And
I
update
listened to
you
the
guys.
song, and honestly, that would not be super surprising. Jeez. The number one movie was a horror movie. Again, I think
The
the last
Exorcist?
one was no, but "the" is the first word.
That doesn't fucking really help me at all.
I'm
It's
not
two
so
words.
good on fucking 70s movies. As
I haven't seen this one, but I've heard of this one.
You're gonna have to just give it to us.
The Omen.
Oh, I've heard of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. That's
Scary
a pretty
movie?
big one. Yeah. And then popular things: ABBA, Queen, Elton John, mood rings, roller skates, disco babies, the 70s, cassette tapes, color TV, typewriters, lava lamps. The first episode of Family Feud just aired. Bagpuss.
Bagpuss?
There was a TV show
Context?
called Bagpuss, and it was like a cat puppet.
like bag.
Yeah, Bagpuss, one word. Bagpuss.
This does look like maybe vaguely familiar, but what the fuck? Smalltown, does that look at all familiar to you? It's like a
cat.
giant pink cat puppet, but
It's kind of cute.
I don't know if I've actually ever seen it before, or it just has like a
Uh-uh.
recognizable
Yeah, I
factor
don't know.
to it. I'm gonna post a picture of Bagpuss on our Instagram. So. It was a BBC thing, so it was a UK.
Oh, okay,
it was in the
nice.
UK.
Good job. Did you guys ever have a Stretch Armstrong?
I did actually. Okay, I didn't. But as a kid, anyway.
Oh, okay.
But like 3 years ago, my mom, she actually doesn't live here now. So, sadly, like this past year, we didn't get to spend Christmas together. But, she still like into our adult years went all the fuck out on stockings and just loaded them with fun stuff.
Mhm.
And about 3 years ago, I got a Stretch Armstrong, and I played with that motherfucking thing for like hours. I was like, dude, I've always wanted it because I had always wanted one, but it
Mhm.
wasn't something that you think to like put on your Christmas list or something because you're like, I want Incredible Hulk gloves and fucking electric scooter is a big thing
Yeah.
that I wanted one year, and then I barely used that thing.
Or a razor scooter.
Small town, do you like that hand gesture?
You look like you're dumping something out. It's like a fucking can of Coke. Like what the fuck?
Actually, she did always put the Christmas bottles of Coke
Oh really?
in our stockings
Like
as
the
well.
glass bottles?
Yes,
Oh,
she always
nice.
got the ones with Santa on it. Which they're not as fun as they used to be, but still.
No.
I love all the vintage Coke Christmas stuff. But yes, Stretch Armstrong, I finally did get one, and I fucking played with it so much that it broke.
That's so funny. I was gonna say I had a friend that had one, and it was like an old one, okay? And these things were like robust, and we'd beat each other with them. We would like play a game, and I don't remember even close to what the games were, but if you lost, then the other one got to hit you with it, and that shit hurt. You remember like the Magna doodles that would come with like the little shapes, magnets, and then you had the marker.
Yeah, hold
the pen
on.
where
Wait,
you
that
could
sounds
draw on it.
Slide it.
Yes, and you'd slide it
oh,
to clear it.
Yeah, of course I do.
I
used to
I hadn't
sketch
thought
on
about
that
those
thing
in
all the
so
time.
long,
My
and I love
kids
those
have,
things.
my
Do they?
kids use them.
Good.
Yes.
And Shrinky Dinks.
Shrinky Dinks, yep.
Those were such a thing.
It's crazy how much stuff from like the 70s carried over into our childhoods so heavily and even still have a presence to this day.
Yeah. No, I know. There was a lot of bops. Back to the Gus, though. The budget for this movie, according to IMDb, I don't really know. It's hard to, with these kinds of movies at this time, how accurate this shit is. But IMDb said it was about $3.5 million, which I could see that. And I'll kind of get into that later.
There was a lot. There was a large cast for this, for one.
And three, apparently, I didn't know the one guy, but I know Ed Asner's name for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
$1 million of that budget went to Johnny Unitas.
Oh, and then Johnny Unitas, fucking Dick Buckets. Yeah, like.
Literally. Well, probably, I don't know. So the box office was about 21.8 million, which is shocking. It did kind of good theatrically, but it was not critically. No.
I can imagine so. Yeah.
So there was no critic score, obviously. I think there were like 3 critic reviews on there, and that's not enough for Rotten Tomatoes, apparently. But the audience score was a 57% with 500 plus reviews.
Wow.
Favorite quote was, "Even the mule seems bored," which was pretty accurate. IMDb gave it 5.7 out of 10 with 2.3 thousand ratings. Shocking, honestly. And then Letterboxd, it had 2.8 out of 5 stars. Our director is Vincent McEvity.
That name sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah. He died at 88 years old in 2018. But
That's why.
Yeah. I remember reading the obituary.
exactly, yeah. We went to his
2018.
funeral. He was a film and TV director and producer. He did multiple award-winning TV series and numerous films for Disney, including $1 Million Duck, and then The Biscuit Eater, Charlie and the Angel, Super Dad, Castaway Cowboy.
Oh, so that's where we talked about him. Okay.
Strongest Man in the World, Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo, and Herbie Goes Bananas.
Oh, that totally makes sense for... I'll go ahead and say this now, since you mentioned Herbie Goes Bananas, but that totally makes sense why apparently there's a brief appearance of someone wearing a California Adams jersey.
Yeah, and
the film.
They used the name Hank Cooper in that movie too.
Yes, okay, that was that movie. Yeah, I read about that too, but I forgot that was Herbie Goes Bananas.
Yeah. And then lastly, oh no, not even lastly, he did a lot of shit. He also directed the Apple Dang Gum.
That
is not what I was going to say. I was going to say Apple Gumpling Dang. Because I've been
Apple
struggling my words so bad today.
Oh, Apple Gumpling Dang.
The sequel, what the fuck ever, some movie called Amy. No, actually, that was disrespectful because
he's got Gus and Amy.
The movie's actually, it sounds kind of good, and it's a Buena Vista production, but so is this one, so that's what most of these are. So it's I'm going to include them. But it's more of like a drama type movie.
Okay,
and then Ask Max, which was a TV movie, and then also a thing of Wonderful World of Disney. A lot of stuff, and that was actually most of what he's done. And he also worked on a show that starred Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, very cool.
He's one of the directors on that.
Strongest Man in the World is one of the Kurt Russell, Dexter
sequels.
Riley movies. Yeah.
I know, unfortunately.
Oh, I wasn't even just saying for you, but just for anyone that was curious.
Maybe for the audience. No. Who cares about them? Just kidding. For our cast, We'll start with Hank Cooper, as we've mentioned already, and that would be the Ed Asner. Woo!
Yeah.
Died.
If you don't know who Ed Asner is, you do know who Ed Asner is.
You do, for sure.
That's why I haven't said yet that I don't know who he is. Because I
But
know
you
I'm gonna
do.
You do.
Yeah.
And this is funny. He died at 91 years old in 2021 of natural causes. He was a Kansas City native, born on the Missouri side,
yeah,
grew
he
up on the
was.
Kansas side, and an honored performer and activist. His own filmography page and list of awards. He's got many Disney roles, including one we've already talked about.
Carl and Up.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
He's the
And
voice
we
of
will be
Carl.
talking about him again soon because he's done a lot of different roles. Not like a shit ton, but good amount.
Yeah, his name will
Some
come
pretty
back up.
iconic characters.
He's a fucking Missouri legend.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny. I've heard his name before for sure, but I just didn't know like what he's been in. I don't like. I saw people talking about Ed Asner when I looked this movie up to see what it was about and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like most of the fucking comments were about like rest in peace Ed Asner, all these things, and I'm like, okay, so this guy's got to be really good.
This
And
is a
watching
guy
the movie,
that's
I'm
been
like, who the fuck's Ed Asner?
literally the main guy.
I just didn't know.
Yes.
No,
Because
but
all I could pay
he's
attention to
amazing.
also was Don Knotts on the fucking thing. I'm like, okay, well, this is gonna be
A
he'll
Don
be
Knotts
funny.
movie.
Yeah, and then it just wasn't. It was an Ed Asner movie.
Yeah.
It was.
It's funny.
But
Speaking
it
of-
wasn't bad to the fault of Ed Asner by any means.
No.
Let's
No.
get
You can
that
only do
straight.
so much with what you're given. But speaking of Don Knotts, Coach Venner is with him. And our boy Don passed away at the age of 81 in 2006, a while ago now. And he's another iconic and beloved actor we have talked about before on Apple Dumpling Gang. And we will be talking about again because he's also done a handful of stuff with Disney. He had a little contract there. A little
did.
movie requirement minimum, good or bad.
He did several films for them around this time period.
Mm-hmm. And he's a Disness legend, partly because of personal bias, but also because he's just great.
And future Disness Hall of Famer.
I've been wanting to say this throughout the entire time of like us getting up to this. Throughout this movie, he reminded me so much of Kermit the Frog.
Holy shit.
Like the way he was like just wiggling his body around all the time and his reactions and shit. Like, I don't know. I was just getting major Kermit vibes.
I've never seen that comparison before, but like that's actually like pretty fucking good.
Yeah. No, yeah. You guys watch this movie and again, because I know you've watched it before you listen to the show.
Just in
and
general,
then tell me
too.
that
I'm
you
thinking
agree.
about watching him in Three's Company, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I can see what you're talking about.
He's just wiggly. Moving right
He kinda
along.
looks like him.
Yeah, honestly. A little bit. That face shape. Now we have Andy Petrovic. What was he?
Or Petrovich,
Yugoslavian?
maybe.
Maybe
I'm
Petrovich.
gonna say no. Was he
He was not from America.
in real life?
Oh, no. His
Oh,
character.
yeah, he was from Yugoslavia.
Okay.
I thought you were asking about the real life guy.
Oh,
And I was
no.
like, there's no chance.
No,
because
I was
most
just
of
because
his
with
lines,
that last name.
most of his lines were delivered without an accent at all.
Yeah. Good job, baby. You're correct. And that would be Gary Grimes. He is now 70 years old, still alive. A retired actor. That's probably why he's still alive. That was in a handful of things. No other Disney that I saw, but he was in an episode of The Brady Bunch. And he
as
won.
boy at door.
Nice. So that's hilarious that you knew that.
I saw it earlier today when I was reading his filmography.
That makes sense. Well, he won a couple awards for his first ever movie, but that's about it. And then Debbie Kovac is Liberty Williams. And she would be 92 if she's still alive.
And she also goes by a different name, no? Because I think it was like Lori Williams or something.
Louise, I think.
Yeah, Williams.
Yeah.
seen
I
that
think
as,
she
like, her
went by
IMDb.
Liberty.
Yeah.
But yeah, Louise is her actual name. She is an actress with 22 whole, count 'em, acting credits on IMDb.
Dude.
No other Disney that I saw, but she was on a couple episodes of Three's Company, so Don liked her. And 49 episodes of Super Friends as a young Giganta. So,
Yeah. Okay, that's why her fucking when you click on her name on Wikipedia, it links you to the Wikipedia article for Super Friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah, 'cause she doesn't have her own Wikipedia.
Sad. Someone do that. Someone whip one up for her.
She has one on the like fandom web wiki or
Disney
whatever.
fandom
Yeah,
deal?
not
Or
Disney.
just a straight
Just
up
the fandom one
Okay.
because of the DC world. And then there's so many damn characters in this movie that I just got quick little blips for Charlie, Crankcase, and Spinner. And then we will mention the names of our fun cameos. So Charlie, or Charles, is Harold Gould. Gould. Damn it. Fuck. He died at 86 years old in 2010, but he was a character actor that acted for nearly 50 years in over 300 TV shows, 20 major movies, and over 100 stage plays.
Wow.
So my man was working.
Hell yeah.
Only other Disney was that I saw was The Strongest Man in the World, The Love Bug, Freaky Friday, which he was Grandpa,
Oh, word.
and Brother Bear.
What? Wait, what? Did we
He-
talk about him last week?
No, because, or maybe, no, I don't think so, though.
I'm going to look him up real quick.
Yeah,
Who he
I don't think
voiced.
so because I don't recognize the name or anything, but he voiced the old / narrator Denahi.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah, and I think I might have just skipped over that because I didn't realize that was the thing.
What's his real name?
Harold Gould.
Harold Gould, because I just looked up Brother Bear Charlie Gwynn, and I was like, wait, that's his movie. That's his name in this movie.
Close. And while
Oh,
he's
yeah, it
looking,
does say he was
Nope.
Denahi. Yeah.
yeah,
But then Jason Reyes was also Denahi, so it was old Denahi. Oh, okay, here we go. Harold Gould provides narration from an older Denahi's point of view. Okay, there we go.
sorry to wet my whistle there. Moving right along, we have Crankcase, which pissed me the fuck off in this movie.
How
Low
do you
key,
get a name like Crankcase?
but,
By being a crankcase?
shit. Yeah, maybe he cranks that case. And that is the Tim Conway.
Woo!
Yeah. It's funny how he pissed me off, and yet he's such a, like, whatever. He died at 85 years old in 2019.
Okay, yeah.
One of the more recent ones.
R.I.P.
He was an actor, comedian, writer, and director. Numerous accolades. TV Hall of Fame. Voice of Barnacle Boy. We've talked about him before on Apple Dumpling Gang, and he's buddies with Don.
So cool always that he's the fucking voice of Barnacle Boy.
Yeah.
Man.
And we will be talking about him again.
We will.
One of the funniest things SpongeBob ever did was Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Absolutely.
And just having them be old guys.
Yes.
That's like, it's so funny.
Oh, it's great.
Dude, they just came out-
Every episode of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy is just phenomenal television.
100%. They just came out with a Funko Pop of
Yes, of
Mermaid Man
them-
and Barnacle Boy in their invisible boatmobile.
Yes.
Oh,
And there's
I
no
really want
boat. It's just them on like a little stand thing in
Yeah.
the sitting position. It's so good. We're getting it.
Yeah, oh, 100%. I try to limit myself these days on the amount of Funko Pops I buy because it, as cool as they are, as much as I like displaying like my favorite characters and stuff,
We're just falling victim
it's
to
kind of a fucking
consumerism.
waste of money. I'll get it. I'll be so excited that I ordered it, and then I'll get it, and I'll be like, "This looks really cool," and then I'll set it up on my shelf, and I'll be like, "I just wasted $20 on that."
Mhm. But some of them
The
are
fuck
cheap.
is wrong with me? Yeah, some of them are cheap. but the
I'm
cool
pretty
ones are
sure I
not so
bought
cheap.
a $30 Funko Pop, so it's fine.
The Ratatouille one.
The
though, but that was
Ratatouille one.
Sick. That
Yeah,
one's sick.
You're right,
He's
it is
making
sick.
Ratatouille.
it's in the middle of him like spooning it onto the plate, and there's the ratatouille. It's so good. Okay. Lastly, we have Spinner. He's Tom Bosley. Died at 83 years old in 2010, but he was an actor, TV personality, and entertainer with lots of voice work. But the other Disney is Jordan's favorite, guys. Like, what's this? The next one we're doing, I think. Santa Buddies.
Oh, good God.
Yeah,
Hey, we gotta
and he
go
was
in order,
he
man.
was Santa Paws or whatever. He
Jesus
voiced
Christ.
Santa.
Oh, is that
And-
like one of them Air Bud movies?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The cutie little puppy movies.
Yeah.
These guys are such
whenever
haters.
I mentioned to my friend Keegan, like, we were talking about doing a sports movie for Disness. Was that Keegan?
Yes,
And he was like, "Oh, dude, Airbud."
dude. And Keegan fucking gets it. Keegan's gonna be a guest on Airbud.
Oh shit! Should we have to do Airbud?
We
That'd be funny.
totally should.
Well, then me and Jordan shouldn't come.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's just me
Kaylee
and Keegan. That would be funny. That would be a really funny show. We'd just
Kaylee, Keegan, and
farting around the whole
Flapjack.
time. Yeah. Flapjack just attacking
the
me.
whole time.
And then lastly, Tom actually portrayed the first Maurice in the Broadway Beauty and the Beast.
Word. Very cool.
Yeah. So for our last little guy, our fun guys that they included, first we have that stupid dumb fuck boyfriend Cal. He's Dick Van Patten, which if you know him, you know him. He's actually a pretty good actor and a good guy. And then we have Joe Barnsdale is Ronnie Shell. It auto-corrected. Yep. Skell? I don't know. An NFL player. And then Johnny Unitas is himself. And then Rob Cargill is Dick Butkus.
Dick Butkus.
So the first one and the third one were the announcer guys, right?
Yes. But no. The third one, no, Pepper was the other announcer, and that was Bob Crane.
Right. And then lastly, Calvin Barnes is Timothy Brown, another NFL player. So basically,
there's a lot of characters and hard to keep up with.
So many fucking characters. I don't know who they are. I cannot keep
honestly.
It straight, dude. I looked at their faces. I looked at their pictures. And this movie was so long ago that all their updated pictures are like them old.
Yes.
So I can't tell. I don't fucking know. And I also am not familiar with the fucking NFL.
Right.
But basically, when I was doing research, I came across this person's blog, and it's called sunfoxreviews.com, and they're basically going through the entire Disney catalog and reviewing it to improve their writing skills, which is cool. But they watched this movie, and in the production category or section of the review, they said Ron Miller, which was a part of this movie, and he also was a executive at Disney. He was formerly a professional NFL player before marrying Walt Disney's daughter and becoming a producer for the Disney company. So not an executive, a producer. The short version of the story is that Miller backed a lot of the wacky animal antic films that Disney made around this time. And at one point, Miller saw a one-shot comic drawn by Ted Key about a mule playing football and was like, fuck yeah, that's hilarious. I want this made to a movie now. And they did. And since he was an NFL player, he had some connections and stuff. So they were able to shoot some scenes in stadiums. And I'm sure that's how he also got all these NFL players to agree, because he was probably somewhat familiar with them and everything.
Did you say that her boyfriend was Cal?
God damn it.
I thought Dick Butkus just wanted to go out on a date with her.
That was him. Yes. It was very confusing.
So who the hell is this guy? All these stupid white men look the fucking same.
Who the hell's Cal? Which one's Cal?
Wasn't that his
That's what I'm asking.
I think Dick Van Patten was that guy's friend? No? Like his homie that was trying to help him out?
What guy's friend?
The Charles Gwynn. His homie that was helping him out?
Okay.
That was Cal.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. There was 1,000 characters in this
so
fucking
many
movie
characters.
for no reason.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you.
But her
you're
boyfriend
probably
was
right.
definitely Dick Butkus.
Okay, you would know better because you know Dick Butkus. And then for our fucking fun facts here, so this is the only one of the 6 films that Don Knotts and Tim Conway did together where they were not in any scenes together.
Fucking missed opportunity.
Grimes, the guy who played Andy, retired from acting after this movie because he didn't love what he was creating.
Wow. Oh my god. This movie made him retire.
I mean, probably not only this movie, but I'm sure it did not help. And then Bill, I'm so bad with names, guys. It's
Bill
bad.
Murray.
Bill Maher?
Bill Maher.
Maher? Fuck, I was right. I need to trust myself. He invoked this movie on his political talk show in 2020 and warned that Trump would attempt to, quote, Gus the 2020 election by exploiting a lack of laws.
That's a wild reference.
Wild reference and kind of hilarious.
I wonder how many people even understood that.
True.
I talked to my grandma today, and she knew what this movie was.
Yeah.
And they actually knew what the Castaway Cowboy movie was, too. So apparently their fucking 70s Disney movie knowledge is just off the charts.
I respect it. And then last one I have is that the opening credits last 8 minutes.
They do, yeah. Well, it's
Because it keeps
interspliced
panning
with.
in and out.
It was my favorite opening credit. Like I think they made a good use out of it, by intersplicing the funny little gag footage of them fucking up on the field. I don't have as much to talk about this week. This wasn't based off of any pre-existing book or any other kind of
story.
IP. It was just during Disney's trend in the 1970s of fucking high concept comedies, often centered around underdogs and absurd premises, and like I've said before, animal sidekicks.
Mm-hmm.
How it came to be, Kaylee already kind of talked about that a little bit.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. That can kind of cross over. I don't know. Maybe I should take that out because I feel like you kind of do that as it is. There was no Gus video games, obviously, but I was shocked to find out if you played the Disney Infinity game, which I don't know too much about, but there's like power discs you can buy. So in Disney Infinity 2.0 and 3.0, he's available through a power disc. Once activated, you can ride Gus in toy box mode and unleash his signature football kick attack. And I saw pictures of this, and I was like, that's got to be the most obscure Disney character appearance in a video game I've seen yet.
Yeah,
like,
for
what
sure.
The fuck?
That was that blog that I was reading, the Sun Fox Reviews or whatever. That was how they discovered this movie, was by playing the Disney Infinity game, and they were like, what the hell is this Gus character?
I love that, though. I love that they... you see that so much more in the Disney video games than any other form of Disney media, other than maybe like, I don't know, comics or the fantasy novels or whatever, where you see these highlighting these old characters that most people wouldn't think to be seen highlighted these days. You know? Like, it's already rare enough to see.
They
like,
know they are iconic,
from, like the Black Cauldron or other flops. Like, I mean, not even just flops, but like the Rescuers. Like, that was a success, and it's hard to even come by any Bernard and Bianca stuff, but to have Gus in the Disney Infinity game,
that's just
cool.
crazy.
This was released several times on VHS and DVD. You can still buy a brand new copy of the DVD on Amazon, but I wouldn't. It was also released alongside both Apple Dumpling Gang films and Hot Lead and Cold Feet as a Disney Don Knotts collection. That's on DVD as well. Which, do I own that? I know I have a Don Knotts collection, but I don't know if it's a Disney Don Knotts collection. I meant to check before we went on the air, but I definitely have a Don Knotts movie collection, and it might be that one.
I think it was in the Disney section.
I think it was,
I'm looking
too.
at it right now, and I think it says Disney Don Knotts.
Yeah. Damn, we could have just watched it on DVD.
Literally.
Well, we fucking own it, so we can revisit this anytime we want.
Hey, not gonna happen.
There isn't much in terms of merch. There's posters and such available, but I also found an old Scholastic book.
Whoa.
Which was cool. There's some fan-made merch with the number 0 on them. Don't order off TeePublic, though. I would not recommend doing that. I haven't tried personally because I'm smart, but I mean, I'm sure there have been some cases of them delivering, but I imagine a lot of the times it's them ripping off other people's art. So it's like straight up, like not even making their own design, but just taking that design and putting it on shit.
That's bad.
It is bad. And there was also a movie program I could find available as well. There may be a few other random things, but my research mostly turned up Gus merch. More than merch
yeah,
for
that
this
makes
film.
sense.
Like from Cinderella, the fat little mouse.
Gus.
Okay.
Gus. There was no presents for this at the park, so nothing to talk about there. And we already talked about that cameo of the California Adams jersey in Herbie Goes Bananas. So that's all I had. Most fascinating thing was the fucking Disney Infinity game. There wasn't a whole lot here, but I will be posting some pictures of some screenshots from the Disney Infinity game. It's cool. He's literally wearing his Adams uniform and everything.
Hell yeah.
He kind of has to be, or else you're just riding a mule.
Yeah, right. True. And then just anyone could be like, "Oh, that's Gus." Well, with that, we will be heading to break, and when we come back, we're gonna break down this film, and then Smalltown's gonna break down, and then we're gonna do our report cards, and we're going to give our pimp of the week.
Pew, pew, pew.
All that and so much more when we come back here on the Disness.
I'm back for just this week only.
Oh shit, Steve!
No
Smalltown, get out here.
Smalltown.
Smalltown, you just missed him.
What the
Dude.
fuck?
As soon as I called your name, he
I-
fucking darted out.
Dude, there's a
I
hole
ran
in our
so
wall.
fast.
I know.
Steve Harvey shaped.
I'm sure you could tell how out of breath Smalltown is.
And then there's another small town sized hole behind you too. Because I ran through that wall to try and get to him.
Yeah. I wonder if it picked up on the mics.
Yeah, we're not getting our fucking deposit back.
Nah.
But we are back here on the
Oh.
Disness.
Nice one.
Thank you for sticking with us as we're talking about Gus. Gus.
Oh wait, no, let me not do that.
I was thinking like Squidward with like the
the
fork
like
stuck in his throat. Yeah. There was the one time where my friend Brandon played that on the TV, like a repeat of it for like falling asleep to.
No way.
And I woke up in the middle of the night and it's still just go.
To fall asleep to?
That
We were
is psychopath behavior.
I turned it off, but we were like crazy, stupid, fucking idiots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still are. I'm Jordan.
Especially
Bass.
together.
Thank you for sticking with us here on the show and still joining me as always. First up, we got Mule, Smalltown, Dalton, Endicott.
I don't know what mules. Yeah, I don't know.
That sounded like Kermit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Also still joining us, boom, 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 boom on a trick. It's Kaylee Foot.
What the hell is that from?
Sprinkle me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sprinkle me.
E40 and his sister Sugar T.
Sometimes Jordan and I will just be sitting there and we'll just aggressively be going, sprinkle me, sprinkle me, sprinkle me, sprinkle me.
Big timer, 40 water. I love E40. He's insane.
Shout out.
He says
guys.
his opening line on that song is, I be more hipper than a hippopotamus.
Classic.
That motherfucker's awesome. I love him.
That is why they named them hippopotamuses, though.
That after E40?
No, because they were hip as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they got big hips.
Because they listen to E40.
And they listen to E40.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hipper than a hippopotamus.
E40 is responsible for naming the hippopotamus. It's canon now.
That is canon.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed your mules if you drank along with us. If not, you're not missing out on the best drink ever. It's not a bad mule. It's fine. It's a little strong.
We didn't really like talk about it. I'm not the biggest fan of razzmatazz.
It's kind of I don't know if intense is the right word. It's very heavy. I don't know. Not in the liquid,
Yeah,
just in the
thick.
flavor. Yeah, and in the thickness
It's
too.
thick. And I blame the
It's thick.
razzmatazz.
You blame the razzmatazz.
The Tazmaraz. What
I
else
blame
could make it
myself for
thick?
putting too much. Well, okay, maybe the thickness, yeah, but I blame myself for putting too much vodka in it. It's a little too heavy.
A little
on the
strong.
Vodka. Yeah. I wanted to do something Yugoslavian themed, so I looked up like Yugoslavian sweets.
Mhm.
It was like, okay, maybe we can do something. They have walnuts, I noticed, featured in a couple different desserts. So I was like, oh, maybe something like walnut. But then I was like, I don't know how easy walnut liqueur is going to be to come across. I suppose we could have gone to like a Total Wine or something like that, but we
would
didn't
not have
really
had the time.
today.
Or I've never heard of that before.
Walnut liqueur?
Yeah.
Yugoslavia
I know it
is not a
exists.
country anymore.
Oh, it's not.
It hasn't been since 1992.
No way. Fucking, that's crazy. Wow, I'm dumb.
And now
Oh,
it's...
well,
You're not dumb. We just don't know geography
I
in
believe
America.
that now
Besides
it
American
is
geography.
Serbia, Croatia, and Slovenia is what they are now.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yugoslavia is.
That is wild.
Thank you, Mr. Teacher Smalltown.
No, you can thank Wikipedia.
Thanks, Wikipedia, Mr. Teacher Smalltown.
Hey, you can't use that, small town. Wikipedia isn't an approved source.
Oh, fuck.
Anybody can write on there.
They used to fucking give us like a database that we could go on.
Yeah,
And
same.
My senior year, I didn't write an essay because they gave us a list of topics to choose from and approved sources, or like an approved sources database. And I couldn't find anything Not one fucking thing about. I chose like this author of one of the books we read to research. Couldn't find nothing about him in the database, so I just played cool math games.
Nice. Yeah.
We had like 2 weeks
Jordan's
to write it, and
school
every
career.
single day I just played cool math games. Well, not every single. It took.
They
I
never walked
tried for a
around
couple
like, "Hey,
days.
what are you doing?"
No, my English teacher did not care.
That's crazy.
No, I would.
I slept at the front. I sat at the front of the class, and I laid my head on the desk and slept almost every day. Not out of disrespect. I was legitimately that tired.
Yeah. I would, unless I had to turn in the rough draft for a grade, I would literally do, because we would always have to turn in the rough draft as well, but sometimes it was with the essay too. And I would write them both. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, to an extent, you have them both anyway because your rough draft turns in your final copy. But like, I would do both of them in the same night, and it was typically 1 to 2 nights before it was due. No,
Yeah.
I just would cram it at the very fucking end constantly.
I feel like I
thing
did
is,
that a lot
I'm like
too.
a pretty solid writer, but
When you
My
tell
He's a
me
great
what to write
writer.
about, I don't want to write.
yeah, that too. Yeah.
True, especially
It's
when
like
it's
being
just
told
boring
you have
shit.
to read. You know, like like I mean, I like reading, but it's like you have to read this. Like fuck you. I think we just hate being told to do shit.
Yeah, especially as teenagers.
I really fucking hate being told what to do. It drives me nuts. The only place I allow being told what to do is at work because he pays me
you
money.
better. Yeah, true.
If you didn't pay me money, I wouldn't like go fuck yourself. But then I also wouldn't be there, you know?
True.
Someone's like, "Hey, Smalltown, your shoes untied." Fuck you.
I fucking like it like that.
It's on
I
purpose.
like it like that.
No, but I, for real, if me and Malia were walking and she said, "Your shoe's untied, you need to tie your shoe," I would say, "No, I'm good. I'll get in a little bit.
Oh my god,
Crazy.
I'll do it when
you
I
petty
fucking
ass.
want to."
Yeah,
It's
damn
a
right.
terrible character flaw, and I
It is.
know that, but I am so bad about that. Like, don't fucking tell me what I need to do.
Well,
I'll
do better,
fucking
small
do it.
town.
No.
Mm, Fair.
It's fun, kind of, to be like that.
Well, also, I just told you what to do, so. That's
Oh,
not
yeah, I
good.
didn't even realize. It's just such a fucking reaction.
just immediately.
My
Do
mom
wor-
can still get
Do
me.
worse, small town. Never improve.
No, I'm going to be so good. I'm going to improve so much.
He does a total 180.
My mom and my stepdad can still get me to do what they tell me to do because my stepdad scares the shit out of me.
Real.
And then my mom, I just respect my mom. I'm
What
like,
if
well,
What if this is
I'll
the
do it
first
'cause I-
episode he listens to?
He'd probably laugh.
Yeah.
He knows. I love him very much, and he's not
Right.
a mean guy, but he is a scary guy.
It's like a fear out of respect.
Yeah. No, he's intimidating.
Yeah.
Like,
That says a lot coming from you.
Look at him, you wouldn't know. He's a fairly big guy, but when he starts to get mad, I'm cool on all of it.
Uh-huh.
So I just behave, mind my P's.
That's just behave.
real.
It's like you around Flapjack. You best behave,
On
boy.
God.
He's sitting
Flapjack.
very strangely right
Flapjack
now.
is sitting really strangely.
Oh,
He just got up
God,
too.
Barrett.
Made
He's trying to
fun
get
of
my
him.
Chipotle.
Yeah, he didn't like that we made fun of him. He was like, "I'm not sitting weird. Fuck off."
Just stay. He made biscuits for like 5 minutes straight, and then we made fun of how he was laying, and he got up.
This motherfucker got offended.
Look at him staring down my Chipotle, dude.
Oh my god, wait.
I need you to chill.
This motherfucker is obsessed with human food. I fucked up.
What is this?
I
He's
fucked
so
up real
funny.
bad.
He fucked up.
Speaking of fucking up real bad, this movie.
Dude. That's a good segue.
Let's get right into it. We open in Yugoslavia at a football match, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this isn't a football movie; it's a football movie." But I was wrong. Thankfully, sorry. I'm really sorry to my European listeners and international listeners in general. Andy's parents are cheering on the son they care more about, and the dad even almost kills Andy. He like knocks him
No,
off.
literally.
Why was Andy holding on to the back of this?
I don't know.
He didn't have a single possible place he could have sat. I would have just sat on my fucking dad's lap at that point.
Yeah.
He's holding on for dear life.
His dad was a dickhead.
His dad was a complete
Yeah, fuck
dickhead.
that
And
guy,
we just
dude.
like, am I tripping or we just never saw the brother again?
We saw him on TV. Whenever they were on the newscast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was like, "Here's the son I'm actually proud of."
Yeah, literally.
Well, as Andy, who has a real American-sounding Yugoslavian accent, if I do say so,
Oh, yeah.
is showing his mule named Gus some soccer tricks. Again, sorry to my forward listeners. I'm going to call it a soccer ball.
Especially since we're talking about that.
Exactly.
And
That's
football.
why, because it's going to be... I guess it's not like the ball comes back up actually at all. It's mostly just a football for the rest of the movie. An American football. And he almost dies again when he falls into the well. I've always wanted a well. Maybe one day. Oh, and then whenever
if you dig it.
his parents save him, his mom says, stay with butterfly collection, huh?
Which is cool. I want a butterfly collection.
I imagine he'd be pressing butterflies on paper or something like that.
I hope so.
Why are you killing butterflies, man?
He's probably not killing them.
Fucking psycho.
He seems too gentle.
Andy then learns that Gus can kick the motherfuck out of a ball, and he's like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Over here in the U.S., Debbie shows her boss about the soccer ball kicking mule in a Yugoslavian newspaper that she for some reason has. I guess
her parents
she's Yugoslavian or her
yeah.
parents are. Yeah, it's still weird. And he's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And Don Knotts, and I call him Hank here, but from now on after this, I call him Cooper. So just for transparency, so people are confused and think it's different people.
When I saw the mule kick the ball the first time, I did really want to know, like, how far would a horse or mule kick a ball? If you could set it up in the right spot for them to buck and hit it, I wonder how far.
I feel like they could kick maybe not 100 yards,
I don't know about 100
but they could
yards.
kick the fuck out of it, I feel like.
But maybe 100 yards, dude. NFL kickers can kick the ball 70 yards.
That's true. And that horse got some real power. So, yeah, I mean, that's probably not completely out of the realm of possibility.
Now, like, making field goals, obviously, fucking no, but...
I mean, they literally say, like a mule kick is, like, the name of a wrestling move. Like, that's how much, like, a mule kick would hurt.
Kicks like a mule? Like, that's a thing, too.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't trying to be kicked by no mule. Should we test it out for the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sick that day. I can't.
You fucking coward.
Fuck yeah.
So Don Knotts and Hank are watching tape on the fictional NFL team Hank owns called the California Adams. The Adams are this comically awful NFL team that seem like they're loaded with guys who have never even watched football before.
Literally.
There's several funny bits here, though. On the practice field, everything's going wrong and there aren't even players there yet. Coach Don has a shit ton of new assistant coaches. The cheerleaders are fucking up. The band is fucking up. This is just a pitiful franchise overall. One of the cheerleaders tries to show off her back handspring and crashes through the giant like drum banner deal.
Bass drum.
Yeah, bass drum. I like when fucking Cooper says that should bring in a few people, especially some doctors. Cooper decides he wants to bring in Gus to kick some balls for the halftime show and asks Debbie to make Andy, his fucking caretaker, more at home for the week. Debbie's boyfriend immediately gets all pissy pants about it because he's very insecure.
Very.
Debbie goes to pick Andy and Gus up, and when they get to the field, one of the Adams players chucks a football right into Andy's stomach. Andy almost he's like, welcome to the NFL, kid. It's like, damn, he's not even a part of the team yet. He's just a halftime performer.
Was a little much. And he's like, it's okay, my brother does it to me all the time.
No, it's not okay, Andy. You've just been gaslighted.
Yeah, stand up for yourself, pussy.
Yeah, honestly, that kind of like behavior from Andy like never disappears until like I guess the very end when he does that, spoiler alert, the big play. But he was just so fucking cowardly. Like, and then like, I'm not saying like being afraid of stuff like makes me not like you, but when you're supposed to be like the protagonist of the film that we're supposed to like, it definitely doesn't help a whole lot.
Yes. They could have sped his like development a little.
Yeah. We'll get more into that later. Andy almost has a fucking meltdown when Cooper hands him the football for Gus to kick. He's like, Gus has never kicked a ball like this before. Fucking calm down, dude. At least fucking try.
Yeah. Also, you'd think they would have prepared or like tried to see if he could kick a football before they flew him across like the ocean.
At the halftime show, Andy... Oh, yeah, he does successfully kick the ball, by the way. And at the halftime show, Andy runs off the field like a pussy before Gus is like, get back out there, you coward.
No, literally.
No wonder your parents aren't proud of you, Andy. He does go out there and they pull it off with the cheerleader at the top of the tower catching the ball like that was in the plans. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was kind of good.
Cooper and his poker buddy Is that what you guys got out of this too? That was his poker buddy he was talking to, Charlie.
Yeah.
This kind of
Fuck
came
if I
out
know.
of fucking nowhere. This felt like they were like, okay, in the writing room, they're like, they'd gotten this far. They're like, all right, I feel like now we got to add some stakes.
Yeah.
That's literally what it felt. It was like the weirdest fucking stakes ever. So
Yeah.
all of a sudden now, Hank wants to hold on to the California Adams team, but he made it seem like when he said they have to win 7 games, it didn't make it seem like he was like challenging. It made
Yeah.
it seem like he was like trying to get rid of the team
That
and trying
whole
to pawn
scene
it off on
confused
purpose.
me a lot.
That's what I got out of it initially. But then when he was like, nah, you guys got to win the Super Bowl, then he was like, what? I don't want to lose this team. Like, what? Did you think they had a chance at winning 7 games before? Because I don't think it was yet in his idea. Maybe it was.
No, because he was just the halftime show.
Yeah, I don't think it was yet in his ideas to have Gus kick.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
I don't know why they just felt the need. They should have positioned it more as like Charlie challenging him. Like, why did he put the bet on the table? What did he have
Right.
to gain
Well,
from that?
I'm pretty sure he like owed him money or like there was some deal or something that they
Yeah,
made.
I guess that's the problem with this movie. A lot of stuff was just like kind of implied,
Yeah.
but not really. I don't need everything spelled out for me, but like we didn't
A
even
little.
know until like the very end of the movie that the criminals, until they explicitly said that they're getting like 25,000 apiece, what their stake in all this was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like you imagine they got hired, obviously, right? That makes sense, but like
They just
didn't
kind of
make that a
appeared
known thing.
with no explanation and then started trying to steal the mule.
Yeah, that was really abrupt, but we'll get into that here pretty soon, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, they make these stakes with a bet with the California Adams team on the line, and fucking Charlie said, any team that can go from 0 to 7 wins can go to the Super Bowl. I don't know about that one, Charles. Do you think? What do you think of that?
I don't know
Any
enough
team
about
that
football.
wins 7 games can go to the Super
Yeah, any team that can go from 0 to 7 wins can go to the Super Bowl, were his exact words.
I mean, I think there was only 14 games back then in the season.
Yeah, I
But
do
even
think
then,
they
that's
said
still
that at
only
one point.
500. Like 500 is not ever considered a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, exactly. It's so
I don't
strange.
know.
That was a very strange line to me. So the stakes are set. And Andy already somehow has a letter from his parents in Yugoslavia, even though he's only been there for like a couple days at this point.
Mhm.
And all they can talk about is Andy's brother, and they don't give a shit about him for real. They spilt caviar in the newspaper clipping that he sends.
Yeah. Just like fucked up.
Andy asks Debbie out, and she's like, nah, dude, I got a date with my boyfriend. So Gus fakes being sick to manipulate Debbie into staying.
Mhm.
Aw, so cute, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really.
Well said.
Well, Debbie's boyfriend ends up catching word of this and goes to the drive-in where Andy and Debbie are to, I don't know, I guess assault Debbie. What was his end goal here? Just to yell at her?
Yeah.
I think he was probably gonna. My voice. just
Beat up
cracked.
Andy?
Yes.
Yeah. That is kind of what he wanted to do.
Also, like, how old is Andy? Because the impression I got is he's, like, very young, and these are, like,
Adults.
adults. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Well, he's like 12 years younger than Debbie.
Really?
Yeah. In real life. I don't know about the movie. But like they kept calling him, I
Sure.
mentioned this later on, but they kept calling him a kid throughout the entire
That's
thing.
true. That's true.
And then she's like, ooh. I don't know.
And that was pretty
And
forced
her
as
man seems like he was old.
well.
Like she jumped.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I also want to know who the fuck the guy that gets out of the Beetle, the one that stands up is really tall, because he's the same guy from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, he looked familiar.
He
Okay, I was
is-
gonna say he did
yeah,
look very
he is,
familiar. That's what he's okay.
An
He's
actor.
a fucking giant.
It's Richard
Yeah.
Keel.
Oh yes, I do know the name Richard Keel.
Was he
He's
anything-
7'1" and 1.5.
He looked like the guy that was he not in the fucking Twilight Zone episode To Serve Man? Did he not play the fucking tall alien in that?
That I don't
you
know,
look
but he wasn't
just like
Happy
him.
Gilmore.
Was he like a football player or anything? Or is he just a giant guy?
That was him, by the way, in To Serve Man. That's
Nice.
crazy. He was in Happy Gilmore, and he was also in The Longest Yard.
It says actor, writer, and producer.
Huh.
The original.
He was in the
Longest Yard,
James Bond
obviously.
films.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Some of them.
That's what I recognize him from. I didn't put it together until just now, but he is the tall ass alien in the Twilight Zone episode To Serve
Cool.
Man.
And he was in The Longest Yard, so
you
that's
can
another
tell.
football movie.
Yeah, I the original one anyway, obviously.
He's he voices Entangled.
Wow, I did not I knew I recognized him from something, but I can't believe I hadn't put together until just now that he was.
I saw his hand poke out of the
Canaanite,
car, and I
I
was
think.
like, "Is that Andre the Giant?" And then it was a different giant.
Yes, very different giant. Johnny Unitas is trying to call the game, but his partner is like super obnoxious. Like not
Mhm.
even like funny obnoxious.
No, like he just did a line in the bathroom and then came in there and started tweaking.
He would not shut the fuck up.
No.
Cooper puts Gus into the game because I guess that's allowed. Was he signed to a player contract? Excuse me, at this point?
Well,
Like they're like, oh, you can just put players in the game.
Yeah,
I don't think
anybody.
that's how that. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe NFL was more fucking Wild West back then. But what the
They
fuck?
definitely were with the head injuries.
I mean, like, is there even a rule saying you have to have a contract on to go play in a game? Like, the thing is, they would never do that. Like, the Chiefs
True.
would never go, "Hey, row 37, whatever, fucking."
You're a pretty big guy. Come fill in for our
Come
injured
play.
linebacker.
Like, they would never do that. But I wonder if there's anything saying that they can't.
Yeah, that's a good
good
question.
point.
Why don't you look that up while we're?
But I'm sure you
don't
probably
do
have to
this.
be, because if you're a professional football player, obviously, like, you're employed by the franchise that you're playing for, but are you also employed by the NFL?
Yes, I think so. It'd be an NFL contract as well. I feel like.
You'd think.
Yeah, you would think. It's probably a sanctioned NFL contract through the team.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. They're the governing body
Right.
of all these teams.
Well, while Kaylee's looking that up, Gus is in the game now, and everyone's throwing a fit. The referees are confused. Unitas ends up reading the rules and is like, yeah, well, that works. And it's like, okay, bro. I mean, I guess, because it probably doesn't explicitly state in the fucking rules, because why would you need to include this? Like,
Yeah.
no animals are allowed to play. Now I'm like, shit, I want to see someone do this in real life. That'd be a fun marketing stunt. I mean, I guess it would be kind of animal abuse, a form, maybe.
As long as you're not having the mule play running back.
Yeah, true. Well, the fucking Dick Butkus wanted to tackle him. He was going to tackle the mule.
Yeah. Have fun tackling a mule. Even if
Yeah,
you're
true.
Dick Butkus, have fun.
He's 1,300 pounds.
I'm not quite sure how to phrase it, but
What does
according,
it say?
I said, is there a rule in football that someone has to be signed to a contract to play? And the Google answer that popped up says, no, there isn't a rule in football that mandates a player must be signed to a contract to play. While most professional players do sign contracts, it's not a requirement to participate in the sport. But then it says, for example, in the NFL, a player can be drafted but refuse to sign and then re-enter the draft the following year. So I don't know if it's understanding my question.
Well, that's what you get for fucking Google AI.
I know, but like the other things that are popping up are just not.
The math ain't mathin'.
It's talking about more like drafted players, and then the NFL freaking rules compliance. But
That's what I'm saying. Like, they wouldn't even have to put it in. I mean, maybe they do because of just some weird, like, technicality shit with the players. Like, you would think that, like, a Raiders player couldn't just be like, I'm going to go play with them and just walk over to their sideline and throw a jersey on. Like, I'm sure that's probably not allowed.
But like
Yeah.
also,
That's probably in your contract, though, that you cannot go play for this other teams while you're under our
Right.
contract.
But I feel like there's like a liability almost there if you don't have the contract in place, because if they get injured, maybe there's like a way they can sue.
Yeah.
true.
So,
Yeah, maybe it's just all liability reasons.
well, the Adams are fucking undefeated. Charlie calls fucking Cooper a cheater. It's like, I mean, you didn't ever say that he couldn't sign a mule.
Dude, also, you made up a football team? Make the name better.
Adams.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You could do anything you want because it's make-believe.
It is.
And
Yeah,
you
literally.
chose the Atoms? Because
That
every
was a
time you
weird
say
one.
it, California Adams, it sounds like you're saying the name Adam.
Yeah,
It's
honestly,
just
like,
a bunch of guys named Adam running around on a field.
it's just awkward to say atom, you know?
Mhm.
Fuck yes, it is.
So I know it's like the excuse me, good lord. I know it's the Midwesterner in me that's like not pronunciating my shit as well.
Right.
But I've never heard anyone say atoms.
Other than maybe a
A
British
person, yeah.
The California atoms.
Atoms.
That was a horrible British accent. I can't do British very well. I can do like the best one I can do. Hello, mate, but it kind of sounds more like a pirate.
Yeah.
It's
Or like one of the like
specific type of English, like what is that?
Yeah.
Cockney or whatever.
It's Cockney.
Oi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cockney is more like informal. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely sounded more informal.
Yes, the Adams are undefeated so far thanks to Gus. Gus looks super cute in his football uniform, by the way.
Adorable.
One of the players, it was fucking Dick Butkus, right? Accidentally takes out Andy on the sideline, so they literally stretcher Andy out onto the field. That was pretty funny to hold the ball for Gus. And there's this funny little scene where Cooper confronts the player who tackled Andy in the shower, and he's like, he like keeps putting the cigar back in his mouth, like while he's underneath the shower. I thought that was super funny.
Like, gross.
I'm not a cigar smoker.
No.
But like the way he just like he was just chewing on it. I know that's like a normal thing, but I don't like understand. And then like, how are you smoking it then? Isn't it gonna be wet because you're chewing on it?
Yeah,
shit?
true.
And like there's
all
gonna be
gonna
all
stick.
pieces in your mouth and your
Yeah.
lips are gonna be gross.
Unless it just
like,
gives you like an extra buzz.
It gives
'cause
you
you're
a
chewing
good
on
buzz,
nicotine.
man.
I guess
I don't
maybe
know.
yeah.
Next
I
time we
just am
smoke,
not-
hey, when at me and Kaylee's wedding, we're gonna smoke cigars, but we're not gonna smoke them. We're just gonna chew them.
The whole thing. We're
And I'm
eat
gonna make
cigars.
you
Yeah.
all brush your teeth before you come back inside.
Yeah, we're gonna do that pre-wedding.
pre-wet.
So my breath just smells fucking terrible.
No.
I'm going golfing with my brother, my little brother, and my stepdad on Sunday. And I think my stepdad, he doesn't golf anymore at all, but when he used to, he said he used to always smoke cigars. So maybe we'll fucking burn a couple. together.
Yeah.
You not chew on a
And I'll
chew on a
fucking
gar.
Burn a couple
Throw
gars. Yeah. So Charlie is talking to some dude. I'm like, oh yay, more characters. And he's like, oh, we gotta get some kind of edge so you can win this bet. They don't even say who this guy is. It's just like implied that he's like his friend, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I lost count.
And then we meet even more characters now, and they're being let out of prison. I guess so it goes from them being let out of prison to them like trying to get information on Gus with nothing in between.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, I guess Charlie hired them, and I was like, at first I was like, why are they all of a sudden having an interest in trying to kidnap Gus? And I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't even understand that one guy was like getting the other guy out of jail or like picking him up, or I don't even know. Like, I was just like, what's happening?
Yeah, I was very confused. It was just all like very confusing. I mean, I don't want to say very confusing, but it just wasn't laid out very well
No.
at all.
There's no explanation.
Like I don't need everything fucking told to me.
No, but random shit can't just happen the whole time, and then we're just supposed to be like, oh yeah, that's what's going on.
Yeah, Charlie hires them. Crankcase impersonates a driver to take Gus to the game, and of course Andy falls for it. And they end up taking like detours. They kidnapped him, basically. The Adams continue their winning ways by beating multiple teams, including the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, it pissed me off. I immediately got mad.
I knew you were
That's
gonna
so
get mad.
funny.
You contemplated turning it off after that.
Yeah.
It was like what, 19-14?
Imagine being a fan of a team that's losing off of field goals by a
By
mule.
a mule.
Good God, I would
Imagine being the
retire.
players on the other team. Like, I really had to wonder. I was gonna say this later on, but I really wondered, like, how good is their defense? They're able to hold these teams, you know, so they're not just scoring out the ass. It's usually like low
Were they
scores.
saying were they showing low scores on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were one of my field goals.
That's so strange though that like
I think
it
the
was
highest
not
score I saw
established
was
before
in the
that they were like
20s.
they had
They
like a rock
kind
solid
of mentioned
defense.
that they had a good defense. Like when
Okay.
we were watching tape, he kind of mentioned something about how the defense was.
Yeah, they were saying like they hit really hard or something like that.
and then they ran into themselves, whatever the fuck. But like,
In one of the preseason games, they gave up 47 fucking points.
Right. And then all of a sudden, all the other teams just fell the fuck off.
Weird. Well, Andy and Gus are on the news, and the newscaster's like, "Oh, this is the most beautiful, inspiring, and amazing thing ever." Like, chill out,
No,
dude.
literally.
Oh my God. I really feel like they were acting like this is like re-inspiring the city again because it's like, oh, the
city of
fucking
California.
right, exactly. True, or the state.
They must have been
It's
going
like,
through
oh,
some
we're
tough
winning again.
times.
But it's like it's a mule.
Yeah.
Like I just don't feel like even if they're winning, they would probably feel like this feels kind of cheap. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, they're like, oh, you're fucking inspiring so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Andy's parents simulcast in, and the dad talks mad shit on Andy. He's like, fucking, who cares about Andy? He's
Hero.
holding a
He just
finger.
uses his finger.
Yes. Here's the son I actually care about. And pulls him
Literally.
in, and the newscaster even calls him out. He's like, well, this is about Andy. So, and then they dip out. They're like, all right, see ya. He's a complete asshole, like Smalltown said already.
Fuck that guy.
The next ploy to sabotage Gus is the criminals getting him drunk.
Off one bottle of liquor.
I thought he had two. I think he had 2 bottles of vodka.
Did he?
I think.
He poured one like in his food and then the other one just in like a water bottle.
Oh, I see. But still, like for 1,000-pound mule, I think it would take more than that to get him that
just don't
sloshed.
think the mule would drink it.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably be like, this is gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew. And also, he was like smart. Like they made him out to be very smart throughout. Like whenever he was interacting with like Debbie and Andy, he'd like
maybe he's
fake
never
sick.
seen liquor before, or maybe he just liked being drunk.
Maybe he,
Like, "This
yeah,
kinda
maybe
nice,
he's like,
low-key."
okay, I need to relax. You've been working hard.
Well, this boy Gus is drunker than my uncle on a Thursday afternoon. His drunk ass ruins the pregame ceremony, and the crowd fucking loves it for some reason.
Yeah.
They're all like,
Yeah, they were eating
this
it
is
up.
awesome.
They're like,
He's
haha,
gonna
these
kill
dumb
people.
fucks.
And Gus then also sits on the ball when it's time to kick the field goal,
Mhm.
pops it. Well, Charlie tries to coax Cooper into selling, but he ain't having none of it. He knows Charlie been pulling some cheap, dirty tricks.
Yeah.
And then at the airport, Debbie blows right past Rob and runs right up to Andy and gives him a big smooch right on the mouth.
Yeah.
Like
just
I did to
crazy.
Smalltown tonight when he walked in.
When I
town.
came
a little jarring, but
And like, what the fuck, Debbie? Did you even break up with Rob yet?
that's what I'm fucking saying.
I
Like
think
they
they were still
never
going
showed
steady
them
at that
talking or breaking up or anything.
No.
She just ditched him.
He seemed like perfectly like, oh, hey, and then it's like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
And she just full on mouth kisses Andy. Like, what the fuck, man?
Like you kind of
Where'd
like
this come
this
from?
guy's kind of valid for being this mad.
No, he is. It was like very, I mean, to an extent, but it was just very weird
Yeah.
because it's like they didn't like showcase like them having really any like romantic chemistry previous. They were mostly bonding over Gus,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It was very strange.
Mm-hmm.
Spinner and Crankcase impersonate some doctors to get Andy down to the hospital with the trick that Debbie needs a blood transfusion, so he misses the game. And on the sidelines, Vardensdale is like, it's all good, Andy. He said he'd be here after a blood transfusion for Debbie. And they turn their head and Debbie's right there.
Standing there.
They're like, bruh. Back at the hospital, Andy evades the criminals and escapes with the help of a cat for some reason.
Just a cat that's in like the X-ray
Yeah.
room.
Why was there a cat there? I did kind of like the X-ray gag where he turned it on and saw him like petting the cat.
Yeah, that was a little bit funny. I didn't laugh, but
No,
I think
yeah,
I
it was
smiled.
silly. It wasn't
Yeah.
one of those like ah ha ha, ha
Right.
because that's how I laugh, by the way.
It is, yeah.
Ah ha 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 ha. And Debbie decides she's gonna hold the ball for Gus since Andy ain't there. But it was kind of pointless because it was right as Andy was showing up. Like she literally ran onto the field and Andy is running like right behind her.
Yeah.
But he's really just there so that way he can pout. Because Gus does kick the ball for her whenever she's like, do it for Andy.
Right.
And if only he knew, too, that Gus was still doing it for Andy.
Yeah. But he's just very insecure because his dad has, verbally
Worn him
abused
down.
him.
Also, this boy Andy was just running around town in a fucking hospital gown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cheeks out, probably.
I was going to say, was he naked underneath? Because didn't the guy take his clothes?
Yes.
He would have gotten arrested.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he took his clothes. I was wondering, like, why didn't you just put your clothes back on?
Yeah,
But,
they had a
okay.
whole thing where Tim Conway, I think, or maybe it was the other guy, took his clothes out. He also gets fucking all pissy pants. I've used fucking a lot on this show.
A little bit.
He also gets real pissy pants that Gus kicked for Debbie. Fucking crybaby. Debbie goes to find Andy at the airport, who's getting mobbed by folks wanting autographs, but Andy is like, I ain't shit because my parents don't love me. And Debbie says, go ahead, run away. You're just going to prove to everyone that the zero in your uniform is right. Damn.
Right.
Bye.
Roasted him.
Sick ass burn, man.
You said bye?
Huh?
Did you say bye?
Said bang.
Oh.
Bang. Bang.
Yeah,
I wish he just would have went home. I think the rest of this movie would have been just fine without Andy.
Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. Well, Andy changes his mind, of course. And Cooper's like, bitch, you're going into hiding with Gus. And Charlie really wants to know where he's at. So the criminals have Debbie's phone bugged, I guess. This was another thing where it's like they're listening in on the conversation, but
no explanation.
How did they bug the phone? Like, did they break into her house?
Right.
I don't know. This is fucking another random thing to happen in this movie. She's talking to Andy, and they find some clues to figure out his location. And, of course, they do find his location. So Spinner impersonates a Boy Scout troop leader with a stuck bus, because these dudes just have an unlimited costumes and props budget. He's just renting buses and shit. And he's wearing his fake mustache, and they're committing like fucking crimes, too, like impersonating doctors and shit. They're playing a dangerous game, bro. And
they're criminals. One of them just got brought out of jail.
True. Both of them did.
Was it both of them?
Yeah, both of them got out of jail at the same time, right?
I thought it was one of them went to pick up the other one, or were they leaving at the same
they were
time?
both leaving at the same time.
Okay.
Well, they managed to kidnap Gus and replace him with a lookalike Mule, and then they sneak him into the hotel to hide out. Super Bowl time! Andy's parents are in attendance for the game, and his pops is still talking mad shit. He does admit that the farm hasn't been the same since he left, so I guess he does like at least give his son some sort of props for the first time in the entire movie.
Right.
And it's time to fire Pepper, bro. That dude don't shut the fuck up. Also, was the implication that he lost his voice? Because what the fuck was he like squirting into his mouth?
I don't know. I got kind of confused about that too.
Yeah,
I've never
thought
seen
it was
a device
perfume.
like that before. Yeah, that's what it looked like, a little like perfume. It was weird.
It had to be some sort of like medicine.
Old school inhaler.
Yeah, maybe.
Or like the fucking anti what is it? Anti-chloric or anti whatever spray.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The spray.
What'd you just say? Anti-chloroginty?
The fuck is that shit called?
I don't know.
Antioxidant.
No.
Antiseptic.
No, but that's like wipes, antiseptic wipes.
Oh, the anti-Nazi spray?
Chloroseptic. Chloroseptic.
Spray? I don't know. That sounds right. Chloroform.
No, not quite. It doesn't really matter that much, but
He just chloroforms himself.
Yeah, chloroseptic spray is a thing.
is it for your throat?
Yeah.
Okay,
For
there you go.
sore throats.
Yeah, so the implication was that he lost his voice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Gus escapes the hotel and runs for his life. During the game, Andy discovers the mule out there with him is a fraud, so they go to find him in the middle of the damn game.
Middle of the game.
How the fuck are they expecting to not just get back before the game is over, but also still win the game?
Yeah.
So the criminals are on the chase to retrieve the runaway Gus. They're trying to chase him down in the grocery store. And everyone just kind of minds their business for a while.
This part lasted
So long.
way too
Way too fucking long.
Especially for how I'm a big fan of like silly slapstick stuff like this, but it did not work here very well.
No.
It wasn't, for one, it just wasn't like super creative by any means. Like, he crashes into the tomato thing, like a squirting mustard and ketchup. Ha ha ha, I feel like there could have been a little bit. The part I maybe liked the most is when he like jumps off of the top of the aisle or whatever onto the back of Gus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, like,
Sure.
there could have been so much more here that was actually funny. It just felt very lazy.
It was.
There's also like that bodybuilder dude who throws crankcase into that ball bin made of balsa wood for some reason. And they do this gag where Gus runs through and out the butcher's department. And this worker is like, oh yeah, we got the freshest meat. And then a butcher is running after Gus with a knife. So this lady scoffs and goes, freshest meat? And like, that's an odd reaction, because wouldn't the meat be fresh if they slaughtered on site? She should have been more worried about assuming they're serving mule meat.
Yeah. Facts.
I'll eat mule if it's
like,
fresh.
She could have been like, you said this was beef, and then throw it
that would
down.
have been so much funnier.
Yeah.
That would have actually been funny.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you make a very good point there.
That did not work. They also just waited until this scene to make it clear that the criminals are getting payout for the assignment. I mean, I guess that was implied, like we talked about, but they said it
But
here
it wasn't.
the first time. Oh, yeah, and Spinner ends up in a lobster tank. So the helicopter gang ends up finding Gus, and they bring him to the field. And Andy's sad because he wanted to win the game for Cooper. He's like, oh, there's no way we can win now. And also earlier, it had been a quick little thing said about Rob getting traded.
Yeah.
And he's on the team that they're playing.
Yeah,
because
because he kept trying to hurt
the
Andy.
Milwaukee Monsters or the Minnesota Monsters.
Yeah, Monsoons, I think.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. And he ends up getting put in the game. And then Gus... So, Smalltown, I gotta ask your opinion here. Was it clear to you that Gus intentionally slipped in the mud? Because it was not clear to me.
So, like, they have that little spot where he's, like, staring at the camera.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they, like, pan to just his face where it's like he's gonna do something.
Yes.
And then he does slip. So then, yes, I was like... Well, I felt like he was going to do it on purpose, but they didn't make it look like it was on purpose.
And there's only
Right.
so much you can do to make that look like it's on purpose because mules don't have facial expressions.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
it's not like if there was a guy there doing it
But
on
also,
purpose.
Why would you?
Why would he assume that Andy would have been able to run that all the way back?
Yeah, and I guess he is a mule, so, like, he wouldn't think about any of that at all, period. But
I was thinking that he was
True.
just...
This is a mule that can see the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a psychic mule. No, I was thinking that he was, like, just trying to get the Rob guy to crash and fall or whatever. He saw that he was going to do something.
But then he chased him the entire way down the field.
Yeah, I know. Because, yeah, the whole, like, Andy's whole reaction to it pissed me off so bad because he wasn't even trying to... He started running towards Rob.
Yeah.
And then Rob was like, oh, I'm going to get you. And then there was that stupid dumbass chase down the field. That just felt so unrealistic and long. And oh, wait, no, Jordan explained that to me. Because I was like, don't they only have 3 seconds? Like, this is the longest 3
As long
seconds
as
of
the
my
play
life.
the play is started, then you have
Yeah.
as long as until the play's done.
Yes.
But-
I don't know football.
This fucking movie was so bad.
Yeah, it was painful.
I also learned today, I've been watching football my entire life. I learned today that you don't have to be in field goal range to kick a field goal. You can choose to kick it anywhere on the field.
Literally anywhere. Yeah.
You just wouldn't.
They call it field goal range because that's where most people kick from.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. I thought
You
you...
learned that today?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
either. But
I did.
I
I was
watch
like,
football.
wait, what? You can kick it from your own 9-yard line? I mean, because I guess that's just, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But, but I was
Even
like,
if you
yeah, wow.
did, it's still like you could line up as a field goal and kick it, but I think it would just be the same as a punt because the guy can return it. You can return field goals if they're short. You can return it.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like I think the ball's live. Like if you kick it and you're 30 yards short and it's just in the field, I think the ball's live. Like you can go
Yeah.
pick it up.
That would make sense, I guess.
I think. I don't fucking have.
You're the NFL guy. You should know, Small
Yeah, but
Town.
nobody would do that. That's
Your
why
coach, Smalltown.
True. He is an NFL coach.
I'm a T-ball coach.
Oh, wait. Did you
He
say
told
that?
us
Did you
about
Yeah, you
that.
did mention that already. I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. Well, they end up winning the game. I guess I'll get a little bit more into that. Gus intentionally slips in the mud. Rob goes for the ball. Andy snags it, jukes out and outruns and outsmarts a bunch of professional football players somehow and runs
Right.
it back for the TD. Everyone except Charlie and his homie are happy. Adams win the Super Bowl. Yay, hero Andy, I guess. So Andy's pops finally loves him. Cooper wins the bet. Debbie is like, you slipped on purpose. Yeah, right? Because I guess that was implied, but I didn't get that. And that's the kind of the end of the story of this movie at the end.
Nice.
I added
was a
in
movie.
even by accident, but I meant to say the implied stuff was kind of the story of this movie.
Yeah.
And that's Gus. If you love it, just like you're like a Midnight Madness fan or something and you heard us shit all over that, I'm so sorry because you're not about to hear a whole lot of praise
No.
as we get into our report cards. Let's kick it off with characters. Kaylee, ladies first.
I gave the characters an F.
Damn.
They were just all a little too stupid for me. The comedy was not hitting very well. And I can, like slapsticks are definitely not the best, but they're not.
Love slapstick comedy when
this
it's
was
good.
not. Yeah. Don Knotts didn't get nearly enough screen time.
Did you hear how much I talked about him in that rundown? Like barely at all.
No, I don't even know if you did.
A little bit at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was giving the pep talks, his speeches or whatever. I don't know. But to the coaches. But it was just I don't know. It was not okay. My favorite character was Gus because he did a really good job and he had no lines.
Smallington.
I'm also giving it an F. Too many of them.
Yes, that too.
It's so funny. Because I give it a D+. And my first line is, too many characters. Ed Asner had a good performance, but he wasn't like the most likable guy by any means either. I thought Andy was low-key kind of annoying. Debbie was fine, I suppose, but lacked substance, and the romance angle with her and Andy felt really forced. Gus was cute, but there's only so entertaining a mule can be.
Mm-hmm.
Crab cake and spinach dip had their moments, but weren't anything new.
Spinach dip?
Yeah, crab cake and spinach dip.
Oh, nice. That was good.
Don Knotts was not used to his fullest potential here. Just too many fucking characters, man. Like, why? There's Charlie and his friend and the fucking criminals and Dick Buttkiss and all these different announcers and Debbie and the fucking Barnstorm guy, whatever his name was. Like, who was that guy supposed to be? Like his advisor of some kind, you know?
Yeah,
like,
probably.
Don't fucking know.
And then fucking Andy's parents and god damn, man, reel it in. Disney was like very like big on like they wanted to make this like a big ensemble comedy, and I'm a big fan of ensemble comedies when done well.
Yeah,
but this was a mess.
Yeah, just thrown together.
I also think like ensemble comedies work really well whenever you have like people making maybe cameos throughout too, you know, but they tried to juggle all of these characters just throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not docking this for like lack of character development or anything like that, because this is a dumb movie. Like, I'm not expecting to get any like hardcore depth.
It's the same one all the time.
No, it's not.
It's literally one every time I watch it.
We watch a lot of baseball. It's been 2.
It's the hat game for those that don't know. It's they had the baseball underneath the hat. MLB TV plays it all the time, and you try to follow the hat.
Yeah, they like mix them all up.
That has the ball underneath. And the Smalltown's wrong. It's not the same every time. Go fuck yourself.
It's been the same every time I've watched it. I'm not kidding or exaggerating.
I feel like there just could have been at least 4 characters trimmed out of this.
Yeah.
Like Pepper was not very funny.
No.
Bob Crane's fine. Like he did a good job, but like the material he was given, he was very obnoxious.
Yeah.
I know he's supposed to be, but I feel like it was also intended to be like obnoxiously like funny.
Right. And the comedy just wasn't good. It was lazy.
That's kind of the story.
He delivered it well though.
He did. Yeah, that's why I give him, but otherwise, man, not a whole lot of likable characters here. And the ones that could have been really funny really just didn't get a whole lot to work with.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even Tim Conway, like, didn't have a whole lot of hilarious moments by any means. They should have had I still stand on this, but they should have had the criminal duo be Don Knotts and Tim Conway.
Yeah.
On some, like, Apple Dumpling Gang type shit, you know?
They probably were afraid that it would be too similar.
Yeah, but they were the main characters basically in that movie. They would have been side character antagonists here.
True.
So, I don't know. I mean, and they had decent chemistry for sure, but like not as much as Knotts and Conway do.
Right.
In my opinion, anyway. Let's get into story though. See if we end up going any higher on this one. Not too confident. Miss Foot?
I technically did. I gave the story a D because I thought it was a cute concept, but it was just not executed very well. The chase scenes went on so long, way too long. I hated them, and the comedy just wasn't hitting for me. And it was really like hard to follow it sometimes. It just wasn't making sense. And then, like we were saying, like with all the fucking characters, I could not keep the name straight up to my research, as you could tell. So it was a hard watch.
How about you, Smalltown?
Like, I don't want to give it another F because it just seems mean. But this fucking whole concept to me was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not into the animals playing sports shit.
Right.
Me either. Like Airbud type shit, like we talked about earlier. Yeah, it's just not. Yeah,
it's cute when it's puppies.
Even if your dog can make a basket, dude, your dog can't play in the NBA.
No.
This was obviously intended to be like a stupid family comedy. Like Disney was trying to make like, especially like big matinee movies around this time that like parents would take their kids to go see on like a fucking Sunday afternoon or something like that, you know? So I get that. But this was like just fucking stupid.
I don't even see it being good in 1976.
No, and that, I mean, I think that was the case for the time too. Like Kaylee had talked about earlier. Like I don't think people like adored it by any. I know this movie does have its fans.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of the times with these movies like this and Midnight Madness, like it's got to be basically purely fueled off nostalgia. Because, oh my God, like this, it's way different than being like, oh, I fucking loved Over the Hedge, you know? But Over the Hedge is actually pretty solid, you know? Like, it's not like, yeah, you're nostalgic for it, but at the same time, it's a good
Talk
movie.
about a fucking cast, too.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Just like this
Just
movie.
like this one.
Literally. But for these fucking 70s Disney movies, man, this was dark times. And this was during a time period, too. I recently looked at a chart that, like, listed every year that a Disney movie came out. And this was kind of during a time period, and animated movies, not just Disney movies in general, but animated Disney movies. This was during a time period where we weren't getting a whole lot from Disney's animation department. Because they were very, like, spread out. So they were, like, really diving headfirst into these stupid comedies.
Yeah. They thought that was where the money was, apparently.
Well, and also, like, you didn't have to worry about hiring animators and stuff like that. So
that's true.
That made it easier. I mean, there was a time where Disney fucking, especially after the Black Cauldron release, I'm pretty sure, like, they considered
the animation department, it was about to be cut. Shut down.
It got hella revived, especially with, that's why they call the era from like the late 80s to the early 90s the Renaissance era. Because it was like, holy shit, they're back.
Right.
You know?
They recovered.
Cool. And it's funny because like the post-Renaissance, where people shit on, is like my favorite stretch of movies. From Dinosaur
the dark era
to Emperor's New Groove to Atlantis and Treasure Planet and Brother Bear. Like, holy fuck, that's an insane stretch of movies.
Brother Bear.
Did you have anything else you wanted to add about the story, Smalltown? I thought you wrote an essay.
No, not this time.
We'll write an essay for next week.
Okay, I will.
Whoa, I got Smalltown to say okay. Let's go.
Oh,
whoa.
I was going along with the bit, dude. I didn't know.
Well, now you have to.
Fuck.
3-page
I'll write
minimum.
it Monday night.
Double space.
But you have to use my approved database of resources.
ChatGPT.
I'll draw a big dick on a paper and turn it in.
I give the story an F. It's an original concept, I suppose, but one that did not need to be brought to life.
Yeah, not every original idea does not mean good idea.
Exactly. It was just all over the fucking place, and I did not find myself laughing very much, and I feel like that was a big purpose of this. It's supposed to be a comedy, and it wasn't very funny. And the stakes that were added just felt very lazy. It didn't, I don't know how original all like the like, oh, you win this many games, you know, you win the bet kind of thing. Because I feel like I've seen that kind of before.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
maybe that was more of an original concept in 1976. I have no idea. But it just did not hit for me.
No.
And it was not a very engaging story. It was not one that I was like rooting for anyone for real.
Right.
Like, I just did not find, I was so happy when it was over.
Me too.
Like, I did not even find myself like the big moment of that they're building to this whole time of like, oh, Andy finally finding himself, you know, and like becoming the hero, you know. I didn't care. I didn't give a shit.
No, you weren't attached to anything.
No, and it was weird too because like Hank Cooper is positioned as the lead and like protagonist kind of in a way, you know?
Right.
But he was
He
not
was a dick.
Yeah, he was not very much like it still felt to the bitter end like or the very end that he didn't like actually for real have a heart for Andy.
Yeah.
Like he just wanted to win this bet with his buddy.
Yeah, like he just had a severe gambling addiction.
So yeah, not the best story here, man. And I mean, it's one of those movies that like maybe if you were on acid, it'd be kind of silly to watch. Or even as a kid, like I feel like I would have found this boring and kind of confusing.
Very confusing.
Because it definitely features for like a movie that's meant for like families. It was not very easy for a child to follow along to. If we were struggling to keep up with it, imagine how a fucking 9-year-old felt.
They would just be like, ha ha ha, that horse kickball.
Yeah, but even then, that gag runs out pretty quick. Like it wasn't that funny to begin with. I don't know if it was so much intended to be funny as much as it was just kind of like zany of like, oh, the mule can kick a fucking football 100 yards. I just didn't laugh very much. And that parlays us perfectly into our overall rating. Kaylee, you want to kick us off?
I give it 30 out of the 50 field goals that Gus kicked. I was just ready for this movie to be over most of the time. And the last play of the game was just there were so many scenes. The last one had stuck out the most because it's the one I remember the first that were just too long. I felt like I was going crazy. The grocery store scene, really just any of the chase scenes, and then the last scene with him running in the ball was just it's just not for me. The storyline didn't hit, characters weren't hitting. It was not a fun time.
Yeah,
disappointed.
I was very disappointed because I thought
it's Don Knotts.
Like, why? That's false advertising, bro.
Yeah, really.
Smalltown.
I'm going to give this 11 out of 100 yards on a football field.
Holy shit, that's one of the lowest ratings you've ever given a movie.
And I'm just being generous, honestly.
Right.
I thought I was being generous.
Kind of based off of the cast, maybe at least.
Well, yeah, really.
Respect for the cast.
Dick Butkus was in it,
Yeah. Johnny Unitas actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah, no, this shit sucked. This was not good.
Yeah. There's very little, if any, redeeming qualities to it. I think the main redeeming quality would be the stacked cast. And even then, it's kind of a slap in the face to have that stacked of a cast and not give them very funny material to work
Literally.
with. Yeah. Man, I give it 3 out of 28 assistant coaches.
Oh my God, that's funny.
There was a couple gags that I appreciated. I think that's something I'll give it to.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, like, I mean, I'm not gonna talk shit by any means because not everyone can do it. But is it really that hard to write kind of funny gags?
Right.
Like maybe it is to fill an entire movie.
But like
funny gags.
you have
That's
all
a
these
hard feat.
comedians and
Yes.
like
Let them loose.
funny
more.
guys. Yes.
It didn't feel like they really even gave Don Knotts like any opportunities to be Don Knotts.
No.
He was just kind of there.
He was just kind of like a chihuahua.
Who's on set?
Yeah. He was shaking and trembling,
He got paid.
making faces,
Yeah.
and cashing that check.
But it's generous to include this in the Disney Don Knotts collection because he was not a presence in this film for real at all. This was an Ed Asner movie that also had a guy with a horrible fucking fake accent and fucking mule. I keep almost saying a horse, but a mule.
Mule.
And I also read that apparently he was trained specifically for this movie.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just a general overall waste of money. Here.
Yeah.
One of the lesser efforts I've seen from 70s Disney movies that are all over the place and kind of wacky and wild. And sometimes they can be really, like, I genuinely, while it wasn't one of my favorites we talked about on this podcast, like, the comedy in Freaky Friday was pretty solid overall. Here, when you have all these talented comedy actors and it feels like it should be an absolute slam dunk for just silliness, it wasn't that silly. It wasn't even that silly.
No.
Like, it kind of weirdly took itself a little bit seriously.
Yeah.
Instead of like playing way more into the fact that this is really dumb. I think if they had played more into that, had more people like being thrown off about a mule kicking.
Right. Like, imagine a mule going batshit and these two guys wrecking a grocery store and everybody's just calmly still walking around getting their groceries.
On paper, that sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
But in execution, it doesn't work very well. I think this sounds more like something you would have seen on like The Wonderful World of Disney than a theatrical release. And it probably should have belonged there if it was going to be made at all. Yeah. It really belonged in the dumpster. I'm sorry.
It should have just stayed a short story.
Feels so harsh when I'm being this hard on a movie. But if you listen to this podcast, Smalltown and Kaylee know this. If you're a first-time listener, I am very generous.
You are.
I try to give as much credit as I can, and I find enjoyment out of so many movies that get a lot of shit. Think of all the movies we've talked about on the show that you guys fucking hated, and I was like, I liked it. Yeah. I thought it was pretty good. Like, I feel like
that's the majority of the time.
It's infuriating every time.
Were you expecting me to have a lot of praise for this?
I don't know if I was expecting it. I was pretty relieved, and you were like, shit sucked, didn't it? When I came in, it's like, oh, thank God.
Thank God I don't take your Jordan, give everything A's.
Well, I'm glad. It kind of makes me happy sometimes when I'm not the only one who's like, this shit was whack.
This shit reeks. No, it makes you feel less crazy, I'm sure.
Just less like an asshole?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, I still feel like an asshole, even though I feel like we're all justified.
Yes, this movie was not good.
I'd really like to hear a perspective from someone who does enjoy this movie.
It'd be horse shit. It would just say a bunch of dumb shit.
It'd be mule shit.
Like, mule shit. Like, yeah, you're just saying it because you liked it when it came out in 1976.
Right.
And you're 78 years old and you're losing your mind. So I don't trust what you're saying.
Or they loved it when they were a kid and have never rewatched it as an adult with like competence.
That is a big thing too. Obviously when we were kids there were still there's bad movies to be nostalgic about when we were kids.
For sure.
Like I feel like
I love bedtime stories.
I don't want to call her out like this because it may have not been her, but I want to say it was Selena maybe or someone like that. Who I mentioned a Troll in Central Park to, and they were like, I loved a Troll in Central Park. That's such a good movie. I was like, when's the last time you watched it?
Yes.
That movie
It's
is
not
so
what you
bad.
remembered.
And that's where, like I talked about last week with Brother Bear, like, if you haven't seen a movie in a very long time, it needs a reappraisal sometimes. Like, sometimes it's not worth it, because it's especially if you originally thought it was bad.
Right.
But if you're listening to this show because you're like, oh, I loved Gus growing up. I had it on DVD or I had it on VHS tape. Watch it again. And call us crazy then. Because, I mean, I am the biggest fucking Don Knotts fan around. And I really love Ed Asner, and I really love Tim Conway, and there was a lot of fun stuff here. Like me and Smalltown were like, "Oh, Dick Buckus is actually a pretty good actor," you know?
Yeah.
And like I liked the NFL cameos and stuff, but like, man, just wasn't fucking good.
No, and the green screen.
The green screen is one
every time they accidentally kicked something through the field goal that wasn't the football.
What's the worst use of green screen so far? Here or Rob Roy?
Rob Roy.
Yeah, probably Rob Roy.
Yeah, it was lesser used here. It was still very obvious.
Yeah.
Like when he was riding on riding on Gus throughout the grocery store. You could literally even see the white outline on like his face. And you could tell they were not moving. Like he
Yes.
told the mule to like bend
He was
down
like
forward a little.
bouncing.
Dude, that's what I don't like. You know the fucking driving scenes when they're just like they're driving and they're doing this like with their hand, they're moving their hand back
Yes.
and forth.
Mhm.
What the fuck are we doing? When did that
They're just
ever?
swerving between lanes?
Like you're just cruising.
They could literally just hold it mostly steady and occasionally like kind of move their hand a little bit.
Yeah, but it's always fucking.
That's how driving cars was back in the day, Smalltown. You
Yeah.
had to move it back.
Your
and
steering wheels were so loose that was just how you kept control.
forth. Yeah, I wish I had more to give this movie. I mean, I'll say maybe like the comedy football scenes looked pretty good. Those were pretty funny. But even then, there wasn't a whole lot of that. We got that kind of at the beginning, but then once Gus came in, it was all of that was out the window.
Yeah.
I didn't really think it was very funny.
I thought they were kind of creative. Like whenever the guy's like trying to get open for the pass, he's like standing there and he turns around to keep running and it goes to the other team's guy right in front of him. And then he turns around, he's like, oh shit.
The announcers were funny during those parts because they were like, what was he doing? Waving to his girlfriend?
Oh, I think he has a wife. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was good, but
There was legitimately potential here to at least make this like a trippy, weird, but funny movie.
Dude, it would have the team rally around Gus.
yeah.
And then they
Make
all
it
get
more
better.
heartfelt or something.
They get
yeah.
better as a team, and it's
That-
not Gus winning the fucking Super Bowl.
Right, it's
He
just-
could have
just
been more
boosted
of like
the
the
morale.
mascot or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was so dumb. It was stupid.
That's a good point, Smalltown. That's a rare Smalltown good point.
Whoa.
I understand.
Give him more credit.
Well, we got to have someone on the show who doesn't give good points.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm playing.
Well, the shoe fits. Jordan.
Only if he's talking about Hunchback of Notre Dame is he not giving good opinions.
And you'll stand on
fucking
that.
Accept it. I'll accept it because you guys both like it, and I don't. So I'll accept you saying it's a bad opinion.
You need to rewatch it.
Will not.
I'm gonna make you for this show. We're talking about
No.
Hunchback.
We're
of Notre Dame
gonna
again
get Hallie and Hendrix obsessed with it,
No.
to where that's all they want to watch all the time.
Oh my god! Imagine if we got your kids hooked on all the awful Disness movies that we talked about so far.
I'll throw every TV away.
Hallie's like, Dad, we're watching Frenemies tonight.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Call your mom to come pick you up.
Daddy, can we watch Rob Roy? Rob Roy, the Highland Rose.
You know I can leave literally whenever I want.
Rob Roy.
Like, all right, I'm going to get some milk.
That was a good one, babe.
See you never. No. I guess it's time to get into our last segment here on the Disness. And this is going to be a hard one.
Yeah.
I
Ladies
have
and
mine.
gentlemen, it is time for Pimp of the Week.
Speaking of weak, our options.
Kaylee, kick us off. Please.
So I am open to suggestion. This was just like the first one I thought of, and I didn't think about it that hard. But I went with Debbie.
Okay.
And I'm not super, like, I don't know. I didn't love her character, but because I felt like she totally left her mans without talking to him. And yeah, he was kind of a dick, but like, that was pretty fucked up of her. And it was for a guy that they were calling a kid the whole time. Sorry, Flappy was being bad.
Are you trying to give us reasons why she's your pimp or why she shouldn't be
Well,
the
I'm
pimp?
Then I did say she kind of saved the day, though, with the whole, sneaking in there and holding the ball for Gus and encouraging him to do it for Andy. Then she was like kind of competent. And I don't think anybody else was.
It's true. And she was the reason that Gus even came over to begin
Right.
with.
Or
for
that
real.
Andy didn't just leave to Yugoslavia.
Yeah, because she called his ass out.
Right. She checked him.
Flapjack's trying to stop the recording of the
No,
podcast.
literally.
He's like, what? What am I doing? Oh. See, he's sweet, small town.
No, he's not.
All I wanted was a couple head pats.
Small town, did you have a pimp?
Yeah, I was just going with Gus. Honestly.
Yeah, but he's the title
know,
character.
but, like, he did.
That's
the
why
most,
I didn't choose Gus.
Yeah,
I guess I didn't. This was a pimp light movie.
it was.
Mm-hmm. Pimpless.
I guess whoever she said.
I was thinking of giving it to Don Knotts just because it's Don Knotts.
I'd be cool with that too.
Should we give it to Debbie for female representation?
Yeah, probably. Because we don't get a lot of females.
Yeah, but how?
That's Disney's
How
fault.
disingenuous is that? Just to give it to her
That's
because
true.
she is a female.
Good
A
point.
woman can earn it.
Yeah, that's a good. That's a
Oh,
good point.
That's
They have.
feminist small town right there.
Like Widow Tweed earned that shit.
Fuck yeah, she did.
Yeah, she
Didn't
did.
she make
That's
it
a
to the
bad bitch.
finals of that
Probably.
Pimp of the Year tournament?
Probably.
Isn't like
Potentially, yeah.
Widow Tweed versus Sebastian the Crab in the finals? I think.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's. I mean, while Gus is the title character, he's technically not the main character because he didn't talk.
The name of the movie's Gus.
Yeah, so do you think that eliminates it? It's our rules. We
It
can
is
do
our
whatever we want.
rules. I do think it'd be funny to have a mule pimp.
Should we just do a random thing, like flip a coin?
Yeah. I got a wheat penny right here
So,
for my coin
since
lovers.
it's between Gus, Don Knotts, and Debbie, the first flip will be between Don Knotts and Debbie to see who faces Gus in the second coin flip.
Okay.
And just so everyone knows this is fair, you can find the clips of this on our Instagram page. So this is between heads is Debbie, tails is Don Knotts. That was good. Holy shit. So Don Knotts versus Gus.
Here's the other thing: is if he wins, he's going in as pimp of the week as Don Knotts.
Yeah, he's not going in as coach fucking whatever his name was.
Okay.
So Tails is Don. Yep. Even though probably arguably Tails should be Gus.
Damn. Yeah, you sounded good the first time.
And then you got in your head about it.
Tails.
Don Knotts.
Don Knotts it is. It's Don. It did not focus at all. All right, there we go. That's pretty good. We're going to drink a whole thing of pickle vodka in honor of Don Knotts. I still want to know if Don Knotts got to see Cars before he died. I wonder. And I'll always wonder.
Well, we can ask him in the afterlife.
Oh, that's true. Imagine I like blow past, like I'm in heaven, like heaven's real, and I blow past my family.
Don Knotts.
Where's Don Knotts? I would too.
You would.
I used to always fantasize when I was a kid and like deep into Christianity and like super into presidents. I used to fantasize about like one day I'll get to like have a dinner with all the presidents in heaven.
Oh my god, that's so
As if
sweet.
even half of those guys are in heaven.
You're funny.
And also, like, I feel like talking to someone like a George Washington, you know, would not be as fulfilling as you'd think it would be.
No.
He's just a dude.
So next week here on the Disness, we're talking about a Jackie Chan movie, guys. We're talking about Around the World in 80 Days.
Okay.
Owen Wilson's in that too.
Is Owen Wilson in that?
I think so. Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson.
I don't know. You'll have to look that up. Because I don't know
I'm
if
looking
that's...
it up now. Oh boy, I accidentally looked up the 1956 one.
Oh, there's a 1956 film?
Yeah.
The book's been out for a long time. Yeah, Owen Wilson's immortal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, when? Have you ever seen that
Yes.
Owen Wilson? He is in it?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Have you ever seen that Owen Wilson action movie where they're like vacationing in another country and a war breaks out and he's there with his family?
Yeah.
And there's that scene where he has to
Unfortunate.
toss his daughters from
Yes,
one
from
building
a-
to
Yes.
the other.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have. That movie stressed me the fuck out,
me
dude.
and Big Chris were like, we used to have a very fun hobby of trying to find the stupidest looking movies we could possibly find and then watching them
Mm-hmm.
and just seeing how much they make us laugh.
Oh, you should watch. It's called
Gus.
No, it's,
I thought he was
it's
building to
called
that.
41-year-old virgin who knocked up Sarah Marshall and felt super bad about it.
Oh, so it's like a
What?
It's
parody
one
of all those
spoof
Judd Apatow type comedies.
Yeah. It's fucking terrible. I watched it last night.
Oh my
It's
God.
fucking terrible.
Is it worse than any like the scary movie sequels or like disaster
worse.
movie? Yeah.
It's
Is it
worse.
made by the same people?
It feels like it because it's the same kind of movie.
Is there any like recognizable actors in it?
Brian Callen
Okay.
is the main guy, and then there's two police officers, like from a super bad when they pick the kid up and take him and do all that shit.
Yeah.
So there's two cops in this too, and one of the cops, he's a Asian guy. I think his last name's Park, and like he's famous. Like he's famous for sure. He was in that movie with James Franco and Seth Rogen when they went to North Korea.
Oh, the interview?
Yes, he's the guy who plays Kim Jong.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm.
Wait, yeah, I know that. I know that actor. I'm forgetting his name though, off the top of my head. That movie actually is like a little bit funny.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I feel like now I wouldn't probably find it as funny, but when it came out, I remember really enjoying it. Yeah, Randall Park.
Randall Park. There you go.
Randall Park also is in the MCU as well.
Really?
He's like an agent of some kind.
Yeah, I knew he was famous as fuck.
We'll have to get into Marvel one day, but we're gonna need a Marvel correspondent here with us, like an Avery or Kevin or something, because I do not know enough. I feel like we're gonna sound like some big dummies whenever we're talking about this shit.
Real.
But you've never really seen any Marvel movies, have you?
I saw the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans,
And that's like not even Disney.
and then I saw
It's way before Disney.
I
the
saw
rights.
Iron Man 1 or Iron Man 2, one of the two. I have never seen an Avengers movie. I did see the first with Chris Pratt.
Guardians.
I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. I've seen the
Yeah.
first one.
That's a really damn good movie.
It is a good movie.
It is really good.
But like other than that, dude,
That's so like kind of a little bit off the beaten path of what the MCU is. That's what really kind of I feel like fully inspired them to be like, oh, we need to make our movies funny.
Now is Deadpool Marvel?
Deadpool is Marvel,
Okay, so I've watched all the Deadpools too.
but the first couple weren't Disney.
Oh, okay.
Deadpool and Wolverine was technically Disney Marvel, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
That was a very funny movie.
It was
as well.
very funny.
Extremely funny.
It was really well done. But we will get to that one day. Not next week, though, because we're talking about Around the World in 80 Days. So make sure to join us for that. Hopefully we enjoy that one a lot more than this.
Yes.
Until then, though, folks, thank you for joining us for another episode of the Disness. Make sure to follow us on our social media, especially the Instagram, because that's where it really be popping, at Disness Podcast. And get ready for more episodes to come. Until next time, though, I've been Jordan Bass.
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Smalltown.
And this has been the Disness. Good night.
Thank you for your business.
I thought you were saying I'll fight you.
No,
I'll
thank
fight you
you.
for your Disness.
Thank you.